Welcome to this week's video where I want to show you one of my most recent travel experiences. Now this isn't a travel guide, not even really a travel vlog. This is just me sharing some quick information along with some video clips and some pictures I took so you can decide if this destination is somewhere you'd like to go. So, let's get into it. Every international trip begins with a ride through the skies. A good morning welcome from the flight attendant. Now, as I usually say in Norwegian, it would be velkommen. That's right, today we're on the Norwegian MAX 8 aircraft high in the sky because today we're gonna go, well, not to Norway. Where are we going? Copenhagen, Denmark. Specifically this spot in Copenhagen, the Nyhavn area. This has to be one of the most picturesque places in the world. So many people come here to this old fishing port turned tourist trap to drink an $11 beer and to snap some great selfies. And I love that time lapse I just showed you here. A little bit later on, I'll show you some pictures that I took. And let me just tell you that this spot is fantastic during the summer sunset to grab some fantastic sunset photos. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to officially welcome you to the Danish capital of Copenhagen. Okay, some quick pictures I took around Copenhagen. Tivoli is the amusement park, so if you've got kids, that's great. Remember, the beer is expensive. Copenhagen is known for like the music festival, so if you can plan around one of those, I did not. That could also be something. And also, you can go to Sweden on the train, cross the water, and check out Malmö and some other suburbs around that area. This here is a bronze statue of the 17th century King Charles Gustav of Sweden. And just like any good European destination, Malmö has some great architecture. Here is a picture of St. Peter's Church. And so walk around and just really enjoy the architecture of the city. If you ever want to know where to find the food, you always just follow the birds. The timing of my trip to Malmö was a little better because I got to take advantage of this international food festival that was taking place. Food from several different countries and stalls lining the streets. And if you're trying to get away from the city, Malmö is a great option because there's parks along the city and you can walk through these different areas with the ponds and lakes. And okay, I think that's enough of Malmö. Let's head back to Copenhagen. So how does one describe Christiania? Freetown Chirstiania is a community within Copenhagen, but it's autonomous from the state of Denmark. That's right, it's located within the city, but it operates under its own rules set by its community of nearly 1,000 people. And its Pusher Street is famous for the open trade of cannabis, which is illegal in Denmark. I was a bit nervous going here. It's thought to be relatively rough compared to the rest of Copenhagen, and it's advised not to take pictures or videos. And so that's why you might see some shaky content. But once you're inside, it's filled with tourists taking photos. So honestly, just don't point your camera at any locals or any of that merchandise on Pusher Street, and I think you'll be okay. Okay, well maybe the state or the cops aren't totally autonomous because there seemed to be a bit of a police operation on Pusher Street when I arrived. So here are the rules of Christiania. Honestly, it doesn't seem too bad, right? No guns, no hard drugs, no stealing. It's actually just a really inclusive, friendly environment with a little bit of weed that the cops turn their eyes from. Every Sunday there's a live concert here at Nemo Land. Pretty sure it's free and everyone's welcomed, and I imagine it's fully cannibalized.
That's right, the most logical thing to be right next to Christiania is Our Saviour Church. This is the one with the famous spiral staircase, and you can go all the way to the top, and that's what I did here. You can see winding up these narrow and very steep steps. This isn't for everyone, it's dark inside. On the way up, you can learn a little bit about the history of the church, about Christian IV, and I would recommend doing it for sure. It was quite the experience, especially once I got to the top with the wind and the rain, and it was slippery. Let me show you a little bit about my experience at the very top. Alright guys, I've made it to the top of the Church of Our Saviour here in Copenhagen, and if I just go around the top of the spiral is right here. If I just walk around the corner here, it is so windy. So you have to be really careful. I mean, when you get here, let's see. Narrow the steps are when you get up here at the top. I mean, it eventually just goes into nothing. So yeah, pretty unique experience going all the way to the top, way up here, and it's time to go back down and head to our next destination. Alright, let's finish where it all began in this video, and that is Nyhavn, the colorful street. It's got these somewhat expensive cafes, but hey, you can have a drink and watch the world go by, watch the boats go by. You could even go on a boat ride if you want. I'm going to end this video with some pictures that I took of this beautiful New Harbor area. And yeah, that's pretty much it. To summarize, Copenhagen is pretty expensive, especially accommodations. So plan ahead, that's very important. And I would say there's a fair amount of things to do. The amusement park, the museums, the churches, the architecture. It's a very picturesque city. Be on the lookout for the weather though. It could be unpredictable at times, as seen here. Okay, I'm going to stop rambling. Do your research. This is just the tip of the iceberg for Copenhagen, and thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.